I want to welcome you all here to Beckwith Park in North Quadra on this sunny day. In normally sunny Saanich. I'm David Coverley, former Saanich Councillor and former MLA for Saanich South. Thank you. We're here today to hear some news about the future of another former Saanich Councillor, Dean Murdock. As I recall, Dean first appeared in public life representing a local community association, providing feedback to council on development proposals. And I think that early connection to the community made him the responsive councillor he became when he got himself elected. I know he made a positive impression on me long before he did get elected to a council seat. Anyway, today Dean has the experience to offer positive leadership to this community. A seasoned councillor with 3 terms on council, he knows the whys and wherefores of the Saanich community planning tradition. He knows why we have an urban containment boundary and what it does for us. And he understands how much this community values its parks, trails, and open space. Dean also has the vision we need today to find safer harbors in challenging times. A champion of alternatives to car dependence, he understands that the choice we're facing as a community isn't either protecting our quality of life or accepting more growth. Dean thinks deeply about what makes a complete community and how a community becomes complete and how to go about building them. He combines experience and vision while having that rare ability to bring people together in order to get things done. I see Dean as a man of and for our times. Please join me in welcoming Dean Murdock.
I want to get us started by acknowledging the Lekwungen peoples on whose traditional territories we're gathered. The Esquimalt, Songhees, and Saanich peoples whose historical relationship with the land continues to this day. You know, I've had so many great conversations with Saanich residents, folks who love this community but know that things can be better. Folks like you, like me, like people across Saanich who know that we can work together. We can make Saanich better together. Before I share with you why we're here today, what some have described as the worst kept secret in Saanich. And I want to thank the Times columnists for really stirring the speculation pot with an excellent news story in this morning's paper. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I want to tell you a short story about why we're here, or how I came to be here. When I was a kid, my dad was injured on the job. His lower back was crushed, and we were told he'd never walk again. After the accident, Dad was surrounded by family, friends, neighbors, and co-workers. People who came by with food, took Dad to his appointments, looked after my brother and me, and supported our family through a very challenging time. I asked my mom, why would all these people care about us? And she said, because we all need to help each other. And they know we would do the same for them. I've witnessed my parents live those words throughout my life. My mom's here, by the way. This is my mom, Linda. I've witnessed my parents live those words throughout my life as they offered their hands to lift up family, friends, and complete strangers who needed support. You'll be happy to know that against all odds, Dad started walking again, and he continues to walk to this day. Years later, I asked him what motivated him to fight and get on his feet. He told me that in my heart, I knew that no matter how bad things got, that tomorrow would be a better day. And I choose to believe in a better tomorrow. As a grown man, thinking about the better tomorrow that I could help create, I began to contribute to the community around me. I got involved with the Neighborhood Association, Sierra Club of Victoria, promoting better public transit, walkability to reduce emissions, and calling for safety improvements for people walking and biking. I carry my mom's words about helping others with me in my professional life, improving the health and well-being for people across this province as the provincial lead for healthy communities. Bringing people together to improve their quality of life and create healthier, more dynamic places for people to live. The job reinforces for me the world of difference that governments can make in people's lives if they're prepared to take the time to listen. You know, my heart belongs to local government. It's the level of government that has a real impact on our lives. It literally affects the streets where we live. I even created a podcast about local government. During my 3 terms on Saanich Council, I saw the difference that local government can make when we work together, when we take the time to listen. I worked with many of you here and my colleagues like Judy and Vicky to push for housing affordability, creating food security, cutting carbon emissions, and making life safer for people walking and biking. Never has there been a time that's called out for us to work together more than the transformative times we're living in. We're battling multiple crises at once. How we choose to respond to those crises will define our future. This pandemic has shown us the difference that governments can make when they choose to work together, helping people who are struggling and keeping businesses from shutting their doors. I've heard from so many folks who love Saanich but are concerned that we're not doing enough to make things better. They want a better Saanich for their kids and their grandkids. I hear real fear and concern from people that we're not taking the climate emergency seriously. That this summer's heat dome and smoky skies are a harbinger of things yet to come. We owe our children a more hopeful future with real climate action. We can do better. I hear from parents like Elise Cote, who's here today, that we need to do more for road safety. Elise lived the parenting nightmare of seeing a car speeding towards her 6-year-old son in a crosswalk. She jumped in front of the car, stopping the driver a split second before impact. Our kids deserve safe routes to walk and bike to school. Say it with me. We can do better. I hear from students who are couch surfing and sharing a single bedroom because they've come here to study and they can't find a place to live. I've met with a family of 4 who are crowded into a 2-bedroom suite because that's all they can find in their price range. I've spoken with empty nesters who see their kids moving over the Malahat to find a home that doesn't stretch them beyond their means. A thriving community depends on homes for all incomes. Say it with me. We can do better. I hear your concerns. We can choose better. We can make a real difference for people in our community. We can choose better by creating affordable homes for people to put down roots in Saanich. I'm proposing a focus on, thank you. I'm proposing a focus on missing middle housing to create family-suitable homes, like duplexes, triplexes, and townhomes, near jobs, schools, and services. It's time to prioritize new builds that create real affordability with a minimum number of units below market rent, below market prices. And for the first time, Saanich will be a partner in creating co-op housing, so everyone can call Saanich home. You're gonna make me cry. You have to stop. We can choose better with real climate action that cuts our emissions and responds to our climate emergency. I'm proposing that we kick our fossil fuel habit by prioritizing active transportation and transit. There you go. We'll focus on neighborhood walkability and building complete walking and cycling networks. We'll connect people to services, amenities, and transit. We shouldn't have to wait 30 years for better mobility. Let's get Saanich moving today. Real climate leadership means building complete communities. We can build homes where people can walk or ride to jobs, schools, shopping, and parks without a car. Let's turn Saanich's villages and major centers into the 15-minute neighborhoods they're calling out to be. We'll create healthy housing for healthy people and a healthy planet. It's a healthy hat trick. We can choose better by giving families the support they need to put down roots in Saanich. Senior governments we know are motivated to create affordable childcare. I'm proposing that we become partners by offering up Saanich-owned properties to create childcare spaces in the neighborhoods where people live. Let's give working parents a hand up. I'm here today because I hear your concerns. And like you, I know we can do better. And with real leadership, we can make a real difference. We can't afford to just bumble along. Being mayor is about more than photo ops in the newspaper.
Here.
It's about doing the hard work to make people's lives better. It's about listening. It takes a leader with the community building experience at the local and provincial levels to bring people together to find solutions that work. I'm here today because I'm ready to be that leader. I'm here today with all of you to announce that I'm running to be the mayor of Saanich. I've been waiting a very long time to say that.
We've been waiting longer.
Oh, thank you. We can choose better. We can create walkable neighborhoods, affordable family-suitable homes, and a healthy natural environment with clean air to breathe and natural spaces to enjoy. This campaign starts with listening. I'm going to take the time to listen to Saanich residents about their priorities. Don't you think Saanich could use a leader who does a little less talking and a lot more listening?
Yeah.
Friends, elections are about choosing the future we want. Let's choose better. On affordability, on walkability, on climate change, on a healthy environment. Let's make Saanich better together. Are you with me? You know, I have one more thing I want to say. A lot of folks have asked me if I plan to share my plans with Fred. And we were supposed to have coffee yesterday. I think he had other things he needed to do. Unfortunately, he had to cancel. I hope that we can have that coffee. But I'll share with you what I had intended to share with him when we were going to meet. In this election, we will be opponents, but we will not be enemies. That I intend to engage with dignity, kindness, and respect.
Very good.
Tearing each other down makes losers of us both. In this election, regardless of the outcome, let's make sure that Saanich is the winner. Believe it or not, I have reached the end of what I intended to tell you. I want to thank you all so much for joining me here on the wettest day Saanich has ever seen. And it's not the wettest, Curtis, you're right. There's some great people here who have clipboards where you can sign up to volunteer if you want to get involved, if you want to be on the mailing list. The new website is live now. I encourage you to go to it. You can sign up there if you don't want to sign up here. You can even donate on the website. I am so grateful for your support. Thank you all for being here today. Let's make Saanich better together.